COVID, flu, RSV, you name it. Folks have already been doing battle with it. So how do we get back to our fitness routine after we've been sick? Our handstanding grandma, April Nading, has some tips. Good morning.
Good morning. And actually, I'm still a little hoarse because I was sick.
Yes, you were. So this is what prompted you to talk about this.
And that's what, yes, because, you know, we're sometimes our own worst enemies when we work out, in that we really care about our bodies. We want them to be in good shape, but then we don't give ourselves time to recover. Or we don't even recognize when we shouldn't be working out. And like I said, I confess, I actually did a 5-minute plank one day while I was sick, and then afterwards I went, oh, I shouldn't have done that.
Because your body's trying to deal with the illness and recover.
That's right. That's right. And that's why we need to just back off and give ourselves time. So I put together some things. I Googled a lot of it, you know, just what should we be doing, you know, when we're sick and then afterwards. And one of the first things is you really should talk to your doctor. You know, even though I have a regular family doctor, but he's seeing a whole bunch of other people. He's not going to remember what April does working out. And so you need to say, is it okay for me to still do my 5-minute planks or my hot yoga workouts or whatever it is you're doing? And then go by, use that as a guideline, you know, what they're telling you. Also, you know, one thing is, don't work out if you have a fever. I mean, it should be a no-brainer, but
it's, if you're dedicated like that,
that's right.
You'll push on through.
And sometimes, you know, people get mixed up. Am I supposed to feed a fever? Am I supposed to? Does that mean feeding it with a workout? But the problem, especially with a fever, is your internal temperature is warmer because of the fever, and then when you work out, you're making it even hotter, and you can really affect your immune system by doing something like that. So, and one thing I like to, there's an old adage of below your head, stay in bed. And two things to think about that is, one is if you have a cold or even a sore throat, sometimes working out can make those symptoms better. So that is one thing. But if it's anything below the head, so that's body aches or anything respiratory, intestinal, stay in bed or don't go work out. Maybe you're not in bed, but don't go work out, because you need to keep those symptoms from getting worse, which can happen if you're working out while you're still sick. Don't work out if you're contagious, or I also like to add, or if you sound like you are. And one reason why I throw that out is I've heard people in the yoga room sometimes who are just sound like they're hacking up a lung or something. And I think, now, they probably felt better and felt like it was okay, but chances are, if they're still having symptoms, they're really not. And they may not be contagious, but it just sounds awful.
It makes people uncomfortable, too, if you're looking around going, okay, is this COVID or what is this?
That's right. Yes. If you have a cough, especially, people don't know what that cough is from. Right. So, but after you're sick, one thing you want to think about is you want to wait probably 2 weeks, especially after a respiratory illness, before you hop back into it. And then hit it with maybe 50% of your workout that you normally did. So you want to back off a little bit. And then some things I was reading said, after you do go back to working out, do your workout at 50% and then take the next day off. And sometimes that's hard for people. They're like, okay, I did it. I was fine. You know, there's no reason. Take the day off. Again, you have to give yourself time to get back to where you were, and you will get back to where you were.
Absolutely.
It's psychological. You know, again, I said, like I was saying, sometimes we're our own worst enemies. We start thinking, oh my gosh, I've got to get back at it, or I'm never going to be in shape again. And that's so not true. You're not going to hurt. It's not going to hurt you to wait.
Well, right, especially if you're fit, you're going to spring right back into that when you're well and feeling good. Thank you, April. Great advice. I hope you get totally well.
Yes, I'm still a little hoarse, but I'm much, much better.
You're much better. Always good. Thank you. We'll be back with more lifestyles right after this. Stay with us.